Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. We'll start with the headlines. As per the royal orders of His Majesty the Sultan, His Excellency the Secretary General of Royal Court Affairs hands a number of commissioned and non-commissioned officers at the Royal Court Affairs medals of excellent service and royal commendation. An investment opportunities ceremony is held for the graduation of the third round of senior officers of Sultan's Armed Forces Security Services and officials from ministries, governments, authorities and establishments. And investment opportunities and custom facilities at Al Mazyuna Free Trade Zone top discussions of the Minister of Commerce and Industry with investors from inside and outside the Sultanate. Those are the headlines, and now for the news in details. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Majesty King Philippe of Belgium on his country's National Day. As per the royal orders of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Nasser bin Hamoud Al-Kindi, Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs, the RCA, handed in his office today the Excellent Service and Royal Commendation Medals to a number of RCA commissioned and non-commissioned officers in appreciation of their role and dedication in serving the country and carrying out their duties. The RCA Secretary General congratulated the commissioned and non-commissioned officers for this royal honoring. He urged them to continue exerting more efforts in serving Oman and its leader. Conferring these medals coincides with the Sultanate's celebration of the Blessed Renaissance Day. The National Defense College celebrated this morning the graduation of the third with the participation of a number of senior officers of Sultan's Armed Forces, Royal Guard of Oman, Royal Oman Police and Military and Security Services, in addition to a number of officials from the ministries, government authorities and establishments. The graduation ceremony was held at the college's premises at Maaskar Bayt al-Falaj. It was presided over by His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office, who congratulated the graduates, wishing them further success and urging them to implement knowledge acquired in the college in their respective bodies. The college is the highest strategic institution at the national level. It promotes intellectual creativity, research and development at strategic level. This round's program aimed to acquaint the participants with research, analysis and assessments of Oman's national security potentials and dimensions. In order to shed light on investment opportunities available at Al Mazyuna Free Zone and facilitate procedures that may hinder investors, His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masood Al-Sinaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry and Chairman of the Free Zones Committee, met a number of investors from inside and outside the Sultanate. The meeting discussed facilities, incentives and tax exemptions provided to investors at Al Mazyuna Free Zone, which is considered a Gulf gate for transit trade to Yemen and then to East Africa. On the sideline of the meeting, the foundation stone was also laid for Al Mazyuna Gate project. A report issued by the Ministry of Oil and Gas that the average daily production of natural gas in the Sultanate in June this year amounted to more than 107 million cubic meters. The report mentioned that the Sultanate's export of liquefied natural gas in the same month of last year reached 439,000 metric tons. The Sultanate's export of natural gas liquid amounted to 20,000 metric tons, and the average daily consumption of natural gas at electricity energy generating stations, water desalination, industrial estates, industrial projects and oil fields in June amounted to more than 3,500 million cubic meters. His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al-Saidi, Minister of Health, said that the ministry contemplates currently to put up a plan for spending priorities, reviewed some fees, prepared a list of fees for non-treatment services presented by the ministry, such as licensing, opening health institutions or pharmacies or hospitals. He mentioned that the ministry had reviewed all fees of non-treatment services and forwarded to the bodies concerned to study it and approve it. In a statement to Oman Daily, the minister added that the fees which will be imposed later will not touch citizens and will not be affected by it. Mentioning that the ministry had completed designs of all projects of the previous 8th five-year plan. He also added that the Sultanate is considered a successful model in non-communicable disease crisis management, such as cancer, heart, arteries, diabetes, and chronic respiratory diseases. The Minister of Health also said that the ministry is studying a strategic prepared regarding social health insurance, which was presented at the Council of Ministers to provide better health services through implementation mechanisms capable of stimulating and encouraging foreign investment, as well as maintaining quality and finance for health services to take into consideration all sectors of the society. And still to come in our news bulletin. The number of visitors to the Governorate of Dhofar until the 18th of this month exceeded 134,000.
هنا الرائحة العالقة بالذاكرة تأخذنا دهشة مختلفة لتبهرنا بجمالها الآسر حيث ملتقى الأسرة. امنح نفسك شغف التجربة، فهنا حكاية الجمال لا تنتهي. مهرجان صلال السياحي 2016 من 15 من يوليو إلى 31 من أغسطس. عمان، المحبة والوئام.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. 33 Omani companies from various sectors discuss export opportunities to Singapore. That came during the bilateral meetings organized by the Public Authority for Investment Promotion and Export Development, ITHRA, in cooperation with Singapore's Chambers Union. 58 Omani projects are competing in Singaporean markets and the neighboring markets. The Omani-Singaporean businessmen meeting included a workshop discussing commercial practices and work ethics in Singapore. They also discussed ways of developing trade relations between Omani exporters and Singaporean importers. That came in activation of the commercial relations between the two countries in light of the free trade agreement between Gulf Cooperation Council countries and Singapore.
We share the same understanding. Ambassador Zainal.
Activities at the Global Higher Education Exhibition continued at Oman International Exhibition Center with the participation of 32 educational institutions. The event was organized by the Arabian Gate Expo, and it was considered an opportunity for graduates of general education diploma, where students can visit the exhibition and get all the information and questions about the programs that they wish to enroll in, especially the new programs, in addition to familiarize with the services offered by these institutions. The exhibition also provides the opportunity to meet with officials at universities, colleges, institutes, and others, where a student can take their parents to visit the exhibition and learn about the available educational opportunities, as well as obtaining answers for their inquiries by college officials. The total number of pensioners until the end of June 2016 reached more than 64,000, and the total value of their monthly pension benefits reached 18,135,787 Omani riyals. The report issued by the Civil Services Employees Pension Fund pointed out that the total end-of-service bonuses reached 13,511 cases, while the total expenses amounted to 53,099,642 Omani riyals until the end of June 2016. The report pointed out that the number of pensioners increased during the first half of the current year compared to the first half of 2015, where their number reached 1,463. The number of visitors to the Governorate of Dhofar until the 18th of this month exceeded 134,000, with a growth rate of 128.7% compared with figures from the same period last year, which were around 70,640 visitors, according to statistics released by the National Center for Statistics and Information. The statistics show that the Omani visitors percentage reached 56%, while GCC visitors reached around 16% of the total visitors. And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar and its nearby mountains, with chances of intermittent drizzle and fog. High clouds are expected over the rest of the Governorate's, chance of cloud accumulation and scattered rain over the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate over the coast of the Sea of Oman, while on the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea it will be southwesterly moderate to active. Seas will be rough along the coast of the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 4 meters and slight to moderate along the rest of the coast with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. As per the royal orders of His Majesty the Sultan, His Excellency the Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs hands a number of commissioned and non-commissioned officers at Royal Court Affairs medals of excellent service and royal commendations. A ceremony is held for the graduation of a third round of senior officers of Sultan's Armed Forces, security services and officials from ministries, government authorities and establishments. And investment opportunities and customs facilities at Al Mazyuna Free Trade Zone. Top discussions of Minister of Commerce and Industry with investors from inside and outside the Sultanate. With that, we come to an end to tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, good night.